YouTube? It's your boy M. Dot back here with another banger, you feel me? And to start off this video, I just want to address something real quick. As y'all know, we've been doing a lot of watching horror stories, animated horror stories, and in a couple of the videos we didn't have that I uploaded, they were from a YouTube channel called Horror Shorts Party. I'm pretty sure that's the name. And I just recently found out that they do not like people reacting to their vids or video recording their vids and reacting to it and uploading it on social media or whatever, something like that. So, you know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, I'm going to take down the videos. I'm I'm trying to get in contact with them because they said do not do it without email permission, which I'm guessing sometimes they'll let you do it. But for now, I'm going to take down the vids and, you know what I'm saying, because I don't want to get copyright striked or anything like that. So, yeah, but if I'm waiting for her, I'm waiting to hear from their response. And if they say yeah, then you know what I'm saying, be back on it. We're going to keep doing vids on their channel. But no, then too bad we can't do it. Feel me? But anyways, other than that, as y'all can see by the title and thumbnail, watching more animated films, you know what I'm saying, by I Am Our Scary Tales, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, just make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and let's get straight in the vid. So yeah, this one, three true McDonald's horror stories animated. We about to see, because McDonald's, everybody eat McDonald's. Huh? This might be crazy. Hold on.
When the security guard shoved me outside the McDonald's and I landed hard on the concrete, I knew my life had arrived at a do-or-die situation. The cold wind cut through my torn jacket and I slumped by the dumpster. I waited. Maybe they'd toss something out. But when the trash lid banged open, all I found were empty wrappers and cold smashed fries stuck to greasy cardboard. My hands shook as I dug through the filth. I almost started crying, but I was too exhausted. I just sat there, head in my hands, ready to disappear. That's when I saw this little kid, maybe 7, strutting out the doors with his mother. He clutched a giant bag of McNuggets, beaming like he'd won the lottery. The smell punched me in the face, and my stomach howled. I watched as they crossed the lot, the mother jingling her keys, the kid swinging his bag and humming. That bag was big, a 20-piece maybe.
Hey.
I couldn't stop staring. It was like I'd forgotten everything else. The world shrank to those nuggets. I followed, not close enough to spook them, just far enough away that nobody noticed. The mother unlocked the car with a beep. The kids set the bag on the roof and started to climb in. I don't know what came over me. Hunger, panic, or something dark and desperate. I sprinted, snatched the bag, and yanked it out of the kid's hands. He squealed, his mother screamed, and I just ran. I didn't look back, not even when the security guy started shouting. I bolted across the lot, slid through a gap in the fence, and ran until my lungs burned and my legs nearly gave out. I wound up in a rundown park, empty except for a busted swing set and a bench under some dying trees. I collapsed onto the bench, chest heaving, and tore into the nuggets. Grease and salt exploded on my tongue. I didn't care about anything except shoving one after another into my mouth, barely chewing. Half the bag was gone before I finally stopped, panting, crumbs and sauce smeared across my lips. For the first time in days, I felt almost human, warm, full, a little bit alive. I ate the rest of the nuggets and got up to drink water from the park fountain. Just then, I heard a whisper, like someone calling to me from behind. I turned back to see someone quickly disappear into the darkness of the trees. I ignored it, figuring I'd imagined it, but when I turned back again, I heard a laugh. A high, sharp laugh, echoing through the darkness. My blood turned to ice. I whipped around, heart pounding. But this time, by the trees, I saw someone. It was a kid. He was partially hidden in the darkness. I could barely make out his face, but I could clearly see his glowing eyes in the dark. He spoke up.
Hell y'all, bro, coming back for blood for them chicken nuggets. You don't take my boy chicken nuggets. You know what I'm saying?
In a creepy tone.
I love McNuggets.
I felt bad and began apologizing, explaining how badly I needed to get food into my system, when he coughed all of a sudden and spat at my feet. Specks of blood covered my toes. Did he just cough blood? Hey, are you okay? He kept standing in the darkness, but this time he nodded his head from left to right. I was about to walk up to him when he stepped closer, and I saw him under the streetlight.
Oh,
his head lolled to one side. The side of his skull caved in like a crushed pumpkin. One eye hung from its socket, swinging gently as he grinned at me, his teeth red and broken. His shirt was torn and slick with blood, one sneaker missing.
I love McNuggets. I never got to eat them.
I froze, my breath caught in my throat. He took another step, dragging his broken leg behind him.
You took them. I want them back.
The bag tumbled from my hands. Nuggets spilled out onto the bench and into the dirt. The kid's good eye locked onto mine, and his smile stretched wider, too wide, until it split his cheek open. I scrambled to my feet, stumbling back.
Stay away from me!
He just laughed again, a sound like glass breaking.
I want them back!
He kept coming at me with small, dragging steps. I turned and bolted, my legs working on pure terror. I ran blindly, branches clawing at my face, the kid's laughter chasing me through the dark. I burst out of the park. I didn't stop until the McDonald's came into view, lights blazing, red and blue flashing everywhere. Cops crowded the lot. A truck was getting towed away, and what remained of a small sedan looked like a crushed soda can. Yellow tape stretched across the entrance. My mind whirled. I staggered up to a knot of people. What happened? I croaked. A cop turned, his face gray. A truck lost control. It hit a woman and her son. Killed them both. I stared past him, the world spinning.
Let's
Gray,
go back.
my mind whirled a can, went out to the McDonald's.
We gotta go back.
I'm back!
Turned and bolted, my legs working on with small ging.
I want them back!
Laughed it to my feet, stumbling back until it locked on. Nuggets spilled out onto the bench and into the dirt. The kid's good eye locked onto mine, and his smile stretched wider, too wide, until it split his cheek open. I scrambled to my feet, stumbling back.
Stay away from me!
He just laughed again, a sound like glass breaking.
I want them back!
He kept coming at me with small, dragging steps. I turned and bolted, my legs working on pure terror. I ran blindly, branches clawing at my face, the kid's laughter chasing me through the dark. I burst out of the park. I didn't stop until the McDonald's came into view, lights blazing, red and blue flashing everywhere. Cops crowded the lot. A truck was getting towed away, and what remained of a small sedan looked like a crushed soda can. Yellow tape stretched across the entrance. My mind whirled. I staggered up to a knot of people. What happened? I croaked. A cop turned, his face gray. A truck lost control. It hit a woman and her son. Killed them both.
Oh, that was
I stared past him, the world spinning. The kid, the nuggets, dead. The thing in the park, his ghost or whatever the hell it was, had come to find me. I'd stolen his last meal. My stomach twisted. I could still taste the nuggets in my mouth, thick and greasy. I bent over and retched into the gutter, my hands shaking so bad I couldn't stand. Behind me, as the ambulance doors slammed, I heard it again, a tiny, broken laugh floating on the night air.
I never got to eat them.
The sound followed me, echoing off every dark corner, every alley I ducked into, and every shadow I passed. No matter how far I ran, I knew I'd never outrun it. I could never give them back, and I could never forget the kid's ruined face, grinning and hungry, waiting for me in the dark.
Alright, so that first one, I ain't gonna lie, that was like a 8.59 out of 10 because that was creative. Had me like, suspense was a little high, you know what I'm saying? And no, suspense was high because like, that was like a for real haunting story. Like, yo, just imagine, like he really ate little bro last meal and came back to haunt him. That goes to show, stuff will come back to haunt you, y'all. But anyways, yeah, that one was good. Next vid.
I wake up gasping, my bed sheets twisted around my legs like a straitjacket. My shirt sticks to my chest, soaked with sweat. My pulse hammers in my ears, drowning out the early morning birds outside my window. The nightmare is always the same. Me, sprinting down endless alleys, heart slamming, with the blood-soaked Ronald McDonald chasing me. His clown shoes slap the asphalt, echoing off the brick walls. He swings a gleaming axe above his head, red curls bouncing, his white face smeared with fresh blood. I always wake up before the blade hits me, but tonight, I swear I felt the cold steel graze my skin. Ever since my 15th birthday, even seeing those golden arches makes my stomach twist. I can't walk past a McDonald's. I can't even listen to the jingle on TV without breaking into a cold sweat. My parents think I'm just being dramatic. They don't know what happened. Not really.
What happened,
Last year, I was just a kid looking forward to a birthday party with my two friends, Mark and Theo. We'd done it every year since we were little. Burgers, fries, play place, the works. I didn't care that we were getting older. It was tradition. But this year, everything changed. I remember the sticky smell of fries, the squeal of little kids, and the cheap plastic of my party hat digging into my forehead. I was about to open my presents when I saw Samantha. She was sitting a few booths over, with glossed like lips and perfect hair, surrounded by her friends. The kind of group that laughs just a little too loudly. I wanted her to notice me. I mean, who wouldn't? She was everything. Smart, popular, the kind of girl who made you feel like you mattered just by looking your way. So, I did something brave, or stupid. I stood up, walked over, and asked if she and her friends wanted to join us. I tried to sound casual, like it was no big deal. But Samantha just looked at me, then at my friends, then at the Happy Meal toys on our table. She laughed, loud enough for everyone to hear.
Oh my god, Jeffy! Are you really having your birthday at McDonald's? What is this, a party for broke kids?
Her friends cracked up. My cheeks burned. I could feel Mark and Theo's eyes on me, pitying me. I mumbled something, but I don't even remember what. I just wanted to disappear. I bolted to the bathroom, locked myself in a stall, and squeezed my eyes shut until the tears stopped.
Me, I'd have been like, go ahead, ho. Like, stop playing. I'd be like, gotta go ahead, enjoy your birthday, you feel me? Like you eating at McDonald's, so I can't, you know what I'm saying? My birthday at McDonald's, you over here eating there. Saying, like, it's the same thing pretty much. Stop playing with me, ho. Now, that's what I'm saying.
When I finally splashed cold water on my face and stepped back into the hallway, the world was blurry. That's when I saw him. At first, I thought he was just a guy in a costume, maybe some weird McDonald's employee on break. But there was something off. His suit was torn, smeared with ketchup. Or was it blood? His gloves were filthy, their fingertips gray and cracked. And his grin. God, that grin. It split his face so wide, I thought it would tear the skin. He leaned in close, so close I could smell his breath, like rotten meat and old milk. In a voice that sounded like nails scraping glass, he whispered, "You don't have to take that, Jeffrey. You could make her pay. Want to know how?" His eyes glittered, hungry in the flickering light. He started listing things, horrible things, ways to get revenge, stuff I didn't even know a person could say out loud. My skin crawled. I stumbled back, heart pounding, and ran for the door. I didn't care what anyone thought. I just needed to get out. I told myself he was just a sick prank, some weirdo hired by the restaurant for parties gone wrong. But the way he knew my name, the way his voice echoed in my skull long after I left, I tried to forget it. I really did. But that night, as I walked home, the world felt wrong. The street lights flickered. My breath made little white clouds in the air, even though it was warm. I heard laughter behind me, soft at first, then louder, bouncing off the empty houses. My name. Jeffrey.
Oh no.
Oh, Jeffrey. I should have run. I should have kept walking. Instead, I turned down the alley behind my house, a shortcut I'd taken 1,000 times before. That's where I saw him, waiting in the shadows. Ronald stood at the far end, his face painted with fresh streaks of red. In his hand, he held a dirty burlap sack, dripping something dark onto the pavement. He cocked his head, his smile stretching impossibly wide. "Happy birthday, Jeffrey," he crooned, his voice like broken glass. He tossed the sack at my feet. It hit the ground with a sickening thud, splitting open. Something round and pale rolled out, trailing hair. It was Samantha's head. Her eyes were wide, her lips parted in a silent scream. Blood matted her hair and dripped onto my shoes. I stumbled back, bile rising in my throat, the alley spinning around me.
Bro got back in blood for you though. Yo, bro said, yo, you came to McDonald's for all your birthdays. You always drink McDonald's. I'm gonna get back in blood for you. But no, he drawn though. Straight took off her head. No.
Ronald laughed. It was a sound I'll never forget. High-pitched, gurgling, like a kid's giggle mixed with a death rattle. He tilted his head, mock concern on his painted face. "Aren't you gonna say thank you? I did it just for you." I screamed and ran so hard I barely remember getting home. I burst through the door, babbling to my parents, begging them to call the police. I told them everything. The party, the clown, the alley, Samantha. They tried to calm me down, but when the cops were called, I saw my dad's face turn pale. The cops said they were already looking for her, since her parents had reported that she hadn't gotten home from McDonald's. The police searched the alley that night, but they never found a sack, a body, or a single drop of blood. 3 days later, Samantha's backpack turned up behind an abandoned strip mall on the edge of town, and she was never seen again. Nobody believed my story. They said I was traumatized, confused, and desperate for attention. But I know she was murdered by a psychotic clown.
Alright, that one was another one. I get that one like a definitely another 8.5, 9 out of 10, because that one was good too. Very creative, just like the last one. First one I meant very creative. You feel me? Had this one had, the first one had my suspense up more than this one, but this one was pretty good too. I ain't gonna lie. Like the voice the clown, the McDonald's clown made, that's what really broke the suspense up. I ain't gonna lie. Whoever did the voice, that was pretty good. I ain't even gonna lie. Anyways, next vid.
I used to think the weirdest thing about my uncle was his obsession with collecting snow globes, each one shakier and dustier than the last. But that changed the summer I turned 12, when he married Nadia. I still vividly remember that first night. My parents only mentioned that she was beautiful and that Uncle Dave had helped her during a difficult time. I was just excited for a weekend away, at least, until Nadia opened the door. She was striking. Long, dark hair, skin as pale as paper, and intense eyes that locked onto mine and never let go. She smiled, but it was the kind of smile that makes you want to take a step back. I shot a look at Uncle Dave, but he just grinned and ruffled my hair, like nothing was weird at all. "Rory, this is Nadia. She's been looking forward to meeting you," he said.
Nadia
nodded, her stare unbroken.
You like tea, don't you?
Her voice was thin and off, almost like she was whispering to herself. I forced a laugh.
Yeah, I guess.
She leaned closer, her lips barely moving.
You will eat well here, promise.
A chill crawled up my back, but I tried to shake it off. The evening started normal enough. We watched TV, or at least Uncle Dave and I did. Nadia sat on the arm of the couch, ramrod straight, hands folded, sometimes mumbling in a low, frantic way, sometimes just smiling at me, never blinking. Around 7, Uncle Dave clapped his hands. "Nadia, could you bring out dinner?" She blinked, confusion flickering across her face.
I, forgot.
He winced. "She's still recovering from some things," he said, not meeting my eyes. "I'll whip up something. Or, Rory, what do you want?" I tried to break the tension with a joke.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind some McDonald's.
Oh,
I saw
here we
one
go with the
store close
McDonald's.
by on my way here.
Nadia's head snapped up, her
Wow.
whole face twisting with sudden hunger.
Yeah.
She whispered, like she was savoring the word. Then, louder,
We must have McDonald's.
Oh.
I want McDonald's now.
Uncle Dave tensed. "Not tonight, Nadia. We'll eat at home." Nadia started to shake.
Hey, what's going on?
McDonald's! I want it!
Her voice spiked into a shriek that rattled the windows.
Bring me McDonald's now!
Uncle Dave leapt up, trying to calm her, but Nadia was gone. Her face contorted, eyes popping, body shaking with rage. She screamed and screamed, tore at her hair and knocked over a lamp. I'd never seen anyone lose control like that. "Rory, go upstairs," Uncle Dave ordered over Nadia's screams. He wrestled her down the hall while she spat and kicked, animal-like. I bolted up the stairs, heart pounding, her screams echoing behind me. Eventually, the house went quiet. Uncle Dave knocked on my door, looking shattered. "I'm sorry, kiddo. She's not well. I locked her in her room to calm her down. I'll order you some McDonald's if you want." His voice cracked. There was real fear in his eyes. He called my parents to see if they could pick me up, but they were already drinking at a party, so I was stuck there for the night.
Oh no.
Uncle Dave double-locked Nadia's room, locked mine, and promised he'd stay awake in the hall. He set the food on my nightstand, a burger, fries, and nuggets. "Don't worry, I'm keeping emergency meds nearby just in case. She's had attacks before." I barely touched the food. The house felt wrong, like it was holding its breath. I tried watching cartoons, but the shadows felt too thick. Eventually, exhaustion won, and I passed out on top of the covers, my phone clutched in my hand. I woke up at 3 a.m. with a slick, wet feeling on my fingers. My hand was hanging off the bed.
Ooh.
At first, I thought I was dreaming. I was groggy, disoriented, but the feeling didn't stop. I jerked my hand back and sat up, heart racing. My door, locked before,
Nadia
was
got
now
you.
open. Pale light spilled in from the hall. I heard breathing, slow, guttural, like something was crouched there, waiting. I slid out of bed, trying to be silent, and peered underneath. Nadia was there, crouched like a wild animal, her hair tangled, her eyes shining in the dark. Her mouth was wide, her tongue flicking out to taste the carpet. Her fingers were hooked like claws. There was something smeared on her lips.
I can smell the burger inside you. I want it. I want what's inside you.
She hissed, her voice almost unrecognizable. My body locked up. I tried to scramble back, but she shot out from underneath the bed and grabbed my ankle with a grip like iron. She dragged me down, her nails digging into my leg. She pressed her nose to my stomach and inhaled, shuddering.
You've got McDonald's in your belly. Maybe I should eat your meat then. Maybe I should.
Her mouth opened wide, impossibly wide, and she let out a guttural animal howl. Her teeth flashed in the dark. I thrashed and screamed, clawing at the carpet. Suddenly, the door slammed open. Uncle Dave barreled in, syringe in hand. He always kept tranquilizers on him, just in case. He'd learned that the hard way after Nadia's last attack. He fought her off, wrestling her back as she bit and scratched at him, snarling in that guttural voice. He jabbed the needle into her arm. Within seconds, she went limp, her eyes rolling back and her mouth slack. He bundled me up and called my parents. I barely remember the drive home, his haunted face, or the paramedics strapping Nadia to a gurney, her eyes never leaving me. Later, my uncle told me what really happened. Years ago, before they met, Nadia had been held captive by a boyfriend who locked her in her apartment for 3 months, feeding her nothing but McDonald's.
Oh, that's true.
She'd tried to escape, but he always found her. He broke her mind, causing her to associate food, comfort, and even love with the taste of burgers and fries, which eventually warped into something predatory and twisted. When she did finally escape, she wasn't the same. The boyfriend vanished, but the damage was done. I still can't eat McDonald's. Every time I smell fries, I see Nadia's face under my bed, wild, hungry, and waiting. And sometimes, late at night, I wake up certain I can hear her whispering my name, promising I'll eat well, forever.
Yo, so that was the last one. That one. I ain't gonna lie, 9 out of 10, solid 9.5 out of 10. Cause yo, that had my yo, especially when she under the bed and it showed like her face and all that with the voice. Again, whoever's doing the voice acting, wow, chef's kiss. And pretty sure it says it in the video. You know, what I'm saying, description and all that. But chef's kiss to you, he or she, big bro. But like, yo. Telling you, yo, that one was crazy. I ain't gonna lie. McDonald's though, wait, these is based off true McDonald's horror stories. It was crazy. But anyways, y'all, hope y'all enjoy. Hope to start y'all week off nice. You know what I'm saying? Get y'all something to enjoy, something to watch. You know what I'm saying? Start y'all week off. Start y'all weekend off. I gotta stop saying that. You know what I'm saying? But start y'all. You know what I'm saying? Hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, just make sure to like, comment, subscribe. And I see y'all boys and gals in the next one. Your boy, I'm done out.